Thank you all so much for coming up. Definitely want to do more panels like that. Not necessarily about this topic in particular, but I do think it's nice to break up the debates with some information, especially deep dive information. A lot of times we talk about this stuff and it's like surface level. To actually, dive into the history of conflict, I think is super important. So yeah, I'm really glad. You all helped with that. Sorry, I'm starting to lose. You know what I'm talking about. I'm tired. I'm getting tired. Is what I'm trying to say. Sleepy time. Yes. There is one thing I wanted to do. So I am going to watch Pickles' video. My question to you all is: should I watch it off live or on live? But I'm definitely watching it before bed. I appreciate that, Anna. It's not that bad with us. What kind of week you want to have? Turn chat to sub only. I don't know how I feel about sub only. All right, I'm watching it. I'm watching it with you guys. Listen, we only do sub only when it's absolutely necessary. I don't like the idea of paywalling like anything really. Okay, hold on. Okay, really quick before I do that, if anyone didn't get this and wants a screenshot for later, Kyangela had posted this. I quit my job to be an activist. LOL. I have no money. You're good, Falcon. If I turn sub only mode on, I'm gifting you a sub. I'll just put it that way. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna clear that. Oh, and hold on. Also gonna, before we watch the video, for anyone that's not following Santana's new account, apparently it's just a rumor, but apparently his main account is banned permanently. So make sure you're following his backup. It's Santana24 Speaks. Yeah, if someone wants to type that out and then have a mod pin it, that'd be perfect.
Thanks, Obama.
Erica, that's so sweet of you. Thank you, Erica. Falcon, welcome to the sub club. Okay. All right, here it is.
If you've been following me for a while, you probably know that I'm drama-free and that I usually keep my cool. But there's something that I want to address that's kind of hit a boiling point for me. Over the last couple of days or months, you might have heard some rumors about me that may not have painted me in the best light. This is something that I've been dealing with daily that goes back almost 4 years ago. Before we get started, I got to give you guys some background on who I am and what I used to do. I used to be a gaming content creator over on Facebook. I live streamed a game. I used to be a...
Is that... Wait, do I know these people that are in the picture with him?
Something that I've been dealing with daily that goes back almost 4 years ago. Before we get started,
Megan Fox,
I
right?
give you guys some background on who I am and what I used to do. Okay,
I'm not gonna lie, chat. I couldn't tell if it was Megan Fox or Olivia Munn. I don't know, but I guess it's Megan Fox. Damn. Okay.
Used to be a gaming content creator over on Facebook. I live streamed a game called PUBG Mobile, and I had over 500,000 followers. With an audience this big, there's obviously going to be one or two weird people amongst them. And one of those people, her name was Catherine. Catherine and I exchanged Snapchat usernames. I soon decided that this was not something I wanted to pursue, being that this person was on the other side of the country. She also had kids. I wasn't really looking for something like that. I eventually got into a relationship with someone local to me, and this is where things got strange. Catherine immediately started taking to the internet and posting pictures that I shared with her on my own social medias, trying to do her best to get a reaction out of me. And that's when I decided to cut all communications with her and decided she's probably not somebody I want to associate with anymore. And my intuition was correct. She ended up being somebody who was persistently calling, texting, emailing, and pursuing me on all of my
Wait. Hold on.
more. And my intuition was correct. She ended up being somebody who was persistently calling, texting, emailing, and
Fuck off, psychopath. After you
pursuing me on
fuck me,
all of
maybe
my
I
social
will.
medias.
I'm about to fuck you and your boyfriend. What? She's been calling me, texting me.
Over the course of 3 years.
She created dozens of accounts that continue to harass me. I had to repeatedly block her. Yeah, so I had heard about him having like a legitimate stalker, but I never knew the details of it. She's called him over 500 times in the past 4 years. I blocked multiple of her accounts. Oh my god.
And I still have no idea what her goal is, but I do know what she's achieved. Eventually, this became something that I had to warn people in my life about, including my coworkers, relationships, my close family, that Catherine might eventually reach out to them and try to contact me through them. This eventually took such a toll on my mental health that I turned to addiction and started living a very dysfunctional lifestyle. With a mixture of my alcoholism and
Mac in here? Which Mac? Like my Mac?
paranoia of interacting with my stalker, I eventually saw my gaming career come to an end. Daisy was kind enough to offer me a place to live in her apartment until I got back on my feet. This was, of course, after I'd already been sober for a few months and decided I need to turn my life around. Eventually, I started streaming political content here on TikTok on this channel, where I found a new passion and possibly a career to get me back on my feet. Months into my sobriety, I came to the conclusion that we were probably just not compatible. And over the course of a few months and a few fights, I decided it was time I go live on a friend's couch and eventually just try to find my own place. Shortly after Daisy and I broke up, I started reaching out to people who I had harmed through my alcoholism, and one of which was an ex who, in reaching out to make amends, it reignited our connection. During this time, Daisy decided to take to TikTok and go live every day, seemingly all day, and air out our dirty laundry and tell people things that mostly weren't true. Things such as that
You really need to
I owed her money,
talk sense into your friend. He's a cheater and uses people for money. He plays the victim so that people don't believe the women that he has betrayed. He makes it like his exes are the crazy ones when really he just immature and can't be a real man.
or that I mistreated her in any sort of way. And Daisy went on to say things that were complete lies, such as that I never paid any bills. But right here are screenshots of
Pickles food. Wait. Hold on, Neely. You don't have to mute people that disagree. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, Linda, I unmuted. You don't have to mute people that disagree.
of Daisy and I's relationship via Cash App and Venmo, showing me paying multiple bills over the
No, not Trinity. You can mute Trinity. You can wait. I was not talking about Trinity. On the mute. Yeah, no. You can mute Trinity. That's fine.
This time period, including bills for my dog to see the vet hospital that she works at, as well as electricity, food, you name it. I want to take this time and emphasize the fact that I'm very grateful to have had somebody in my life to help me get on my feet, and when I was in a time of need, give me food and shelter. But considering her actions in trying to steal my dog, but considering her actions in trying to
for everything for her, but when I learned you actually adopted her and cared for her first, then it changed. She is very sad Pickles is gone, and at a time I thought y'all might be able to work out a shared agreement.
steal my dog and to make friends with my actual stalker, and Daisy eventually goes.
Okay, so this right here, this is Pickles told me about this very recently. This is insane to me. Okay, this makes me not trust Daisy's word anymore, because because when they were together, right? Daisy talked about how dangerous and how horrible the stalker situation is, and now, she's friends with the stalker. That's when it became because with any breakup, right? I feel like there's obviously there's three sides of the story. There's her side, his side, and then the truth, right? So when I first heard about it, I thought they were both kind of in the wrong. But play the damn video. I'm sorry, Wade. You want to just go watch it on your own? It's on his website, on his TikTok. But the moment I found out she modded his stalker, it became very clear to me who was in the right. And I'm sorry if you're fine, Wade. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm a little on edge because this really bothered me. I found this out very recently, by the way. Before or after she dated him. Yeah, she modded this. So when they were together, and even right after the breakup, she talked about how he had a stalker and how it had affected her life negatively. Right? But now, if she's being friends with the stalker, very clearly she's doing it to hurt Pickles. And I don't know what he could have done to warrant that, because from what I've learned, his biggest sins were not paying for rent or whatever. Which, I mean, that's something. Who are we talking about? Pickles and his ex. And that's something. Like I said, like they could have both kind of been in the wrong on that. To become friends with his stalker to hurt him. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm washing my hands of this person. Period. Like he's contacted the police, the FBI about this person, and she's bringing her up on her live to. Daisy's bringing the stalker up on her live to punish Pickles. That's not okay. Be careful. Alina might use this 10-minute topic for her next live. Dan hosted a 20-minute live talking about Daisy. Oh God, yeah. No.
Goes to share pictures of me in my underwear. Goes to share pictures of actions in trying to steal my dog and to make friends with my actual.
Daisy is live right now talking about everything. I need the only way I'll watch anything is if she opens the live with "I am friends with Pickles the stalker because I gotta hear the rest of that sentence." Absolutely insane. And also for anyone that was here before, she tried to gaslight me in real time. When I kicked her and I was like, don't think I don't know that you've been a part of the group of people that are harassing my community nonstop, the Alina people. And she's like, what? I'm not a part of that. Bro, we have screenshots. Like, miss me with that. She gave context. What possible context is there to becoming friends with a stalker that you said was destroying both of your lives? Yeah, she's live with Alina in there. Of course, she's live with Alina. Well, of course, Alina's got a new topic. She's on day 34 of the Unfuck America. Here we go. New topic.
Stalker, and Daisy eventually goes to share pictures of me in my underwear to my stalker, which she then turned and used AI to impose a bottle of wine in my hand and then email it back to me multiple times.
What the fuck?
This is the same stalker that threatened to unalive my dog and physically harm Daisy. The same stalker that Daisy has been claiming to have been.
So this is Daisy's Facebook post. Well, the stalker must be out of jail because she contacted me last night. Truly the last thing I need right now. But she's aware of the breakup, and I can at least hope that I'll never have to deal with her again. That's what she said, and now she's friends with the stalker?
Been harassing her as well over the last few years. This same woman who was arrested last November on felony charges of.
Okay, so Daisy and Alina, I know you guys are watching. I need an explanation. What possible thing could Pickles have done to have warranted you becoming friends? They're watching right now, chat. You becoming friends with his stalker that was making your life miserable. What could it be other than I want to hurt Pickles? You could just say it with your chest and say I want to hurt Pickles. That's fine, but that's not cool. That's not a cool thing to do to another human being.
Breaking and entering and battery of an
And before the Alina say Dan's yelling at women, yes, I will yell at bad women. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm going to do it. If you're a woman and a bad person, you're going to get the same heat.
Elderly person. I decided it was best to go no contact and even as far as to just leave about 90% of all of my belongings in her apartment for her to just throw away. After all, she was conspiring with her friends to literally steal my dog. So I even had to go as far as to say that I would get the sheriff to come open the door if she wouldn't let me get my dog, which I have had for 12 years, and she's only lived with for under 1 year. It's been roughly 5 months since all of this started, and my goal was to keep this drama to myself and to let this blow over, but this has been dragged out all the way until today, and I can't stand to watch people on the internet listen to someone else lying about me and spreading rumors that are not true, and watching some of my people in my community go away based on complete lies. The last thing I want to do is deter my community and the people on TikTok from believing women. At this point, I just thought it was time for me to share my side of the story so that y'all had all of the facts. I wish absolutely no harm to anybody mentioned today. I am all too familiar with cyberbullying and hatred that could happen online and the effects it could have on your mental health. I just want a clean slate. I want to cut through the noise, and I want to be able to continue doing what I love. If you've been following me for a while.
She also said he brought this stalker situation on himself. What? I just need to know. I need to know. The only question I want answered is what did Pickles do to warrant becoming friends with his stalker? That's all. That's the only question I need answered before I continue any kind of conversation. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. You can answer it in chat if you want. Yeah, Pickles. That's the question I'm having trouble with here. What can someone do to deserve to be stalked? Hey Tanner, I don't know if you wanted to say anything. I see caffeine brought you up.
Fuck, man. At this point, I'm just gonna. I don't know. I was gonna talk, but I'm just gonna. I don't know. I'm just gonna let you roll out again. I guess I'll talk if I feel like I need to talk. I don't know. You know, mostly this. I don't. This isn't my shit, but I was. You have an echo, by the way. I don't know if that's here. I don't know if it's you.
It's a TikTok glitch sometimes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was a minute where I was playing mediator. Fuck, mediator. Holy shit, I'm sorry. I'm tired. I had a long shift at work. I was a mediator for Daisy and Pickles because they were both. I was both their friends. And I still respect Daisy. I'm not, by the way, I'm not shitting on her name. And I respected both John and Daisy, and I was a mediator for the two between after when they broke up. And I don't have the conversations anymore. I wish I did. If Daisy has them and then you want to show them, I'm totally cool with that. About how me and Daisy would talk about, I told her that, I would help me and Daisy agreed that we would help each other get rid of the stalker. If she came into Pickles Live, we would block her, and then she would let me know, like she'd be like, hey, this is her new account. Let's block her. So I was like, okay, I agree with that. I'm totally cool with that. So me and her were totally chill on that. It was super cool on that. And then, she was, Catherine was going up on Daisy's lives and like actively, like they were just like fucking becoming friends and shit. And I was just sitting there so confused. Like me and Daisy were just talking about how we were trying to get rid of the stalker, even if the situation ended rocky between, John and Daisy. And like, I was just fucking godsmacked that like, that this stalker is up on Daisy's panel and becoming friends with her 2 weeks, like literally like weeks before. We're just talking about how, we're going to make sure that all the fake accounts are not there. All of the, it blows my mind. She says if she would let me up, I could explain it. I don't know what the fuck there is to explain. You actively, go ahead, Dan. You muted.
I said it a few times, like, I'm willing to have a conversation, but no conversation begins without the following sentence. I became friends with Pickles' stalker because blank. So start with that, and then we'll see if we have a conversation, because that is so insane to me. I can't think of what somebody would have to have done to me to make that okay.
Mm-hmm. And I will mute if Daisy comes up because I don't want to dogpile.
I mean, I frankly, I just want to I want to check with Pickles first.
Yeah, for sure.
Hold on. What happened to his poor girl? He has the dog now. Right, Tanner?
Correct. Yeah. And I mean, this is somebody who was like fucking doing weird shit with me too, like the stalker. I remember when Pickles was just switching into the gaming or to politics, like the couple weeks.
Jesus, finally. What did you want me to say?
Why did you become friends with Pickles' stalker?
Well, I thought there was like a whole like sentence or like phrase you wanted me to
I became friends with Pickles' stalker because
I became friends with Pickles' stalker. Her name is Catherine, because she reached out to me and she was very honest about what actually happened between John. I'm going to call him John. I can't call him Pickles. Pickles is a dog. She was very honest about what happened between John and herself. And John misled me, saying that he only exchanged a few text messages with her. And she has the receipts. She has receipts of how he flirted with her, how he led her on. She has receipts of all the money that she would send him. And I just genuinely felt bad for her, because I had gotten out of a long relationship with him where I was misled as well. And she apologized to me. She was very honest with me. She was like, yeah, I made those crazy accounts. Yes, I harassed you. Yes, I harassed him. Her mental health wasn't at a good place either. As a woman, I don't want to talk too much about her personal shit, but
Are you justifying stalking?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Hi, John. I'm not justifying it. I never justified it. And I told her that. I didn't tell her that. I never said that it was okay what she did to him. What I was willing to do is be her friend and guide her out of that behavior, if that makes sense. Just told her, like, you know what? He's not worth it. He's not worth you continuing to act this way. I mean, she was making fake accounts and like watching his entire lives. And I even asked her, did you message me on Etsy? She admitted that to me. She admitted that to me as well.
So the reason I'm saying that you're justifying it is because you're saying that because Pickles had more texts with this person than he had let on, according to you.
Oh, that's not all of it. That's not all of it. Sorry. So then Pickles, John, turned his back on his gaming community. This gaming community that supported him since 2018. This gaming community that he wouldn't have been able to move out of his parents' house if it wasn't for this. I don't
mean to interrupt you. What does this have to do with the stalker?
A lot, because he then said that his gaming community ain't shit and that they didn't do anything for him. These people, he wouldn't have afforded his lifestyle if it wasn't for these people.
You have proof of that?
So when
that's what I talk about.
When he turned his back on them, they came out and were like, you know what? We knew about his behavior towards Catherine. We just didn't want to get in the middle of it. But we knew that he kind of brought it upon himself. We knew that he was lying about his role in leading her on. Again, that doesn't excuse her stalking behavior. I'm not saying it does. But he kind of painted himself as this like innocent guy. And
this victim of stalking, that's right.
Yeah, and
she said, "Yeah."
No, I actually didn't hear what you said.
A victim of stalking. Yeah. There is nothing he could have done. No amount of leading. Listen, if he led someone on, we could talk about him like the Harry Sisson situation. But it does not justify being stalked.
I am not justifying the stalking. I'm justifying the fact that I finally listened to her.
You're also saying, by the way, that he completely ditched his gaming community. What about me? Where did I come from?
You came from his gaming community because you're actually interested in politics, unlike most of his gaming community who
I'm fucking 19 years old, dude. I joined it because he let me. He asked me to. He was a good friend.
Yeah. Okay, you're one out of how many?
Just
one out of his 500K that he keeps bragging about?
He doesn't brag about it.
Yes, he does. He brags about having. He bragged about his 500K in the video he posted tonight.
I don't know if I can trust you because for the. Go ahead, Dan. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, can I ask about a quote? When you said that he brought this stalking thing on to himself.
He didn't bring the stalking upon himself, but he wasn't as innocent as he portrayed himself to be regarding this woman. Because he told everyone that, I only messaged her a couple times. Like, it was just, it's not true.
How many messages would warrant 3 years of stalking?
He wants to call me a liar. He's a liar too. He's more of a liar than I am.
Well, okay. What did he lie about? Because I saw the receipts. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Okay. Y'all are so focused on the soccer thing. Fine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being focused on the fact that you befriended a dangerous person.
She's not dangerous. That's the thing. Is I've gotten to know
jail
her.
First battery.
Okay, so that's another thing. Is I learned the story about that. The charges were bogus and they got dropped. She's a free woman. The charges were dropped. He doesn't know that. I know that because I'm friends with her.
Even if we ignore the charges, I didn't even know about that. That's just something Tanner just brought up. Stalking for 3 years, stalking a person for 3 years is dangerous. You even admitted it was dangerous in your Facebook post that he put up there.
And the text between us that I've deleted, but I would love for you to bring them up about how we were just talking weeks before.
Yeah, I'm not denying that, Tanner. I am not stalking John.
Nobody said that, but why the fuck am
No,
I
somebody in the chat did.
fucking balls in you? This is ridiculous, Daisy. You need to fucking get over him. You're
I'm
grown.
over him. I don't care about him.
Daisy, for the last 2 to 3 months, you've had your Instagram bio about him. You've had your TikTok bio about him. You've made posts about him, talking about, oh my god, look at this Netflix thing about the worst ex ever.
Yeah, that was back in January. You want to hear about how his family has been harassing me? About how his mom texted me that she was going to call ICE on my parents?
That was months ago. We saw that.
So what's the stuff that I posted,
He didn't
Tanner?
condone it. That's
so
his
why
mom.
is it not okay for me to have made those posts months
That's
ago,
his
but it's
own
okay
mom.
for
He didn't
his
condone
mom?
it. He didn't condone it. That's his mother. That is his mother.
Okay, so you want to know what he did? He tried to
ever
get me
see it, go ahead.
fired. He wouldn't pay his dog's vet bill. I had to pay that because he refused to pay that.
He just showed proof of that in the TikTok.
What?
He just showed proof of that in the TikTok.
Proof of what?
That he
Of him
paid.
him paying you back.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Wine in my
Let's talk about that.
my
Because he showed the total
Right.
amount of
Such a-
money. Am I going to be able to talk?
Yeah, sorry, I muted it. I'm just finding the
Okay.
clip. Go ahead.
So let's talk about that because he has these screenshots of all the transactions he sent to me, and there's like a total of $8,000 or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
John and I have dated on and off since 2020. So though that total includes transactions from before he moved in with me, that total includes money that he sent me for our Walt Disney World trip. Yeah, that total, he did not send me $8,000 in the 9 months that he lived with me. That includes transactions from 2021, 2022. So that's very misleading. That is super, super misleading. You can ask him. We dated
He said he
since
paid for your
2020.
entire Walt Disney trip.
Yeah. Yeah. So that doesn't include him helping me with bills in the 9 months that he moved in with me. Like that's very misleading.
Wait,
And this justifies your friendship with the stalker, right?
Oh my gosh. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he's a fucking
okay.
liar.
wait, okay, hold on. So we all know about the fungibility of money, right? Like if he's paying for an entire Disney trip, but
that was in 2022. And then we broke up and we got back together and he went broke and I let him move in with me and he didn't work until he started streaming on TikTok in like August.
okay. So
Okay?
I just want it to be clear. So your claim is that you are currently friends with his stalker
Oh my
because you want to make the stalker stop being a stalker? Is that your claim?
No, I'm friends with the stalker because I don't give a shit about anything.
Okay, yeah, you're a bad person. I hate to break it to you. You seem very nice. You really did. But that's insane to me. That's insane.
Okay.
That's just not okay.
I'm a bad person.
I'm a bad person. I'm
need
friends with a
help.
stalker. I want to hurt my ex so bad. I'm friends with the person that he
wanna
called the
hurt
police
my
on.
ex. I don't care about him. He's a
You
loser.
don't? Then why did you go live for a month straight talking about him every single day?
That was
Every
right
single day.
after the breakup, Tanner, and because people
I'm 20
needed to
fucking years old.
know
I've never done that
he
shit. You're a
used me
grown-ass
for
fucking
9
woman.
months. He lied to me, saying that he loved me and that he wanted to be with me. He lied to me, acted like he wanted to be in a relationship with me, when really all he wanted was somewhere to live for free for 9 months. I bought him his green stuff. I bought him his nicotine. I bought his groceries. I bought his dog's food. I paid for everything. When we went on dates, I paid for everything.
And you're so
I
mad
went
about it that
live-
you're friends with his stalker.
I went live to like voice the fact, like, you know what? This fucker used me. I did make those choices. I made those choices out of good faith with a man who pretended to love me and care about me.
Oh, that's insane. Okay. So you okay.
But y'all are so obsessed with the stalker. Yeah, you are, Dan. You are.
Yeah, just
Oh, he
you.
was grateful for me supporting him. That's why he made a video about me. Okay, Phil, sure.
Yes, he did after this whole time. He's literally been asking for months, like, he's been telling me, should I do something about this? He's been asking me like, should I make something about this? And he's like, I won't, because I don't want to bring up any more of this. I don't want to bring any more attention to this. But he's had fucking enough, dude. He's a grown ass fucking man. You guys need to move the fuck on.
I have moved on.
It's about fucking time you moved on. Also, didn't you I'm sorry, go ahead, Dan.
I was just gonna say, it's clear you haven't, because you're not friends with the stalker because she's a pleasant person. Let's be real.
Oh my gosh. Y'all don't even know like the whole stalker situation. Like I didn't even know the whole situation with the stalker.
She threatened to kill his dog, Daisy.
I know. She did. She threatened to beat me up, Dan. She harassed
She's
me.
made
for
fucking
months.
posts about me. She's made posts about me.
Why are you friends with this person?
She's made posts about Tanner. She
So
did
why are you
fucking
friends
wrong.
with this person?
I'm 20, dude.
Okay, Tanner, you're 20.
So
It
if she's
doesn't
made
matter.
posts about you and she stalked John for 3 years,
3 years.
3 years, and she's made posts about you, she's made posts about Tanner, why are you friends with this person?
Because she doesn't have it against me anymore.
Oh my.
I'm not going to tell her story about all the trauma that she's been through. Okay.
Does the trauma justify stalking?
No, it doesn't.
Thank you.
But it justifies me being willing to forgive a person. Because knowing everything she was going through while she was stalking John, and like, I will be honest, I was a complete bitch to this girl. I made this woman cry multiple times because I loved this man so much that I was not nice to this person. I said some horrible things to her that I'm not proud of. I was absolutely awful to her. And I feel bad about that. Like knowing what she was going through when she was stalking my ex, again, doesn't make the stalking okay. But me compounding on that and being such a bitch to this person, I genuinely felt bad about that.
So you feel bad for the stalker?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's okay for me to, I don't justify the stalking, but I can have empathy and sympathy for someone who's gone through the things that she's been through, which I'm sure you haven't been through, Dan, and I'm sure you haven't been through, Tanner.
I wouldn't wish stalking
And
on
I
my
know that
worst
Dan
enemy.
John hasn't been in.
I wouldn't wish
either.
stalking on my worst enemy.
I don't wish it on my worst enemy either.
But you're willing to forgive the stalker and become friends with them.
I've gotten her to stop. I have helped her see how she was wrong and how there's healthier ways to cope with things.
Wasn't she just in his live a week or two ago?
I have no idea.
She was. She made an account, and I can find the account after.
I'm encouraging her. I am not encouraging her. Like if she continues to do the stalking, that's on her, because I have asked her to stop. John, I have.
Wait, is this
I can
Char
show
Char's
you
backup,
receipts.
or is this somebody I know?
I didn't fix her. I'm just trying to I didn't befriend her to hurt Pickles. I befriended her to forgive myself.
You befriended the stalker to forgive yourself.
Yeah, because I was absolutely awful. I was such a shitty person to her. I really was. She brought up a side of me that it's not who I am. And I forgave her and she forgave me. And I honestly do feel better about life.
I'm sorry, are you actually being fucking serious?
Yes, Tanner, I'm being absolutely fucking serious.
Dude, you sound like a fucking child. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I still respect who I do.
That's
but you sound
fine.
like
That's fine that you think I sound like a child. I'm okay with what everyone's opinion of me is. I am. I'm good. I can hold my head up high. And I'm not a content creator, so
Exactly. So why go live? Why go live?
Yeah, let's talk
Not a
about
fucking
that. I
content
went
creator.
live because breakup is a big deal, and I didn't want to have to tell the story over and over again. And my TikTok has a lot of people from my personal life on there. And so I went live so that everybody could find out all at once what happened. And I didn't disclose the fact that I supported a grown man for months. My family didn't know it. My friends didn't know it. My employer didn't know it. They had no idea that this man was living with me for free. And so when the breakup happened, of course I was livid. He used me for money. Of course, by choice. Yeah, because he misled me. He misled me. He used his mental health against me. So yeah, I went live to talk about it. And I guess because a lot of his followers were following me too, it got out and people watched it and people unfollowed him. And okay. He has screenshots of his payments. The 8K plus I've already talked about. The 8K plus goes back to 2020. He and I have known each other since 2020. And those $8,000 are not from the last 9 months. It's not. It's from how did he mislead me? He told me that he loved me and that we were going to be together forever. And that's why he was moving in with me. And I believed him. And like wedding vows, we weren't married, but you know how wedding vows say for rich or for poor, in sickness and in health? That's kind of how I saw it. I love this man and I was going to be there for him when he was at his poorest. And I was going to be there for him when he was at his sickest.
You want to explain your reposts and why you tried to lie to me and say that you weren't a part of this harassment campaign of me?
No, I never said that I wasn't pro Alina. I said that I wasn't hateful. I wasn't hateful.
You don't think reposting the same video that's clipped up out of context to make me and Erica look bad, you don't think that's being a part of a harassment campaign? That's not hateful?
You don't think that you going live for 7 hours about Alina is an issue?
Can you tell me a single derogatory thing I said about Alina other than pointing out, just watching the video?
I didn't watch your 7-hour live.
Yeah, you didn't watch it. You had no information and decided to share this 7-8 times?
Yeah.
No information at all. Just 7 hour. What if the 7 hour live was about Candace Owens?
I was in your live. I was in your live when Alina and I were just in the chat and you were mentioning everybody who was going to join this tour. Mm-hmm. And Alina was mentioning her problems with it. And I agreed with her from the very beginning. Mm-hmm. And your chat immediately came at her. Your moderators came at her.
So you know what's funny about that? That's what the 7 hour live was about. It was to watch the live you're referring to, because all of my lives are recorded on YouTube, and see that the thing you just said is a lie. My mods did not come at her. My chat did not come at her.
I was in there.
They just didn't agree.
Dan.
Oh, okay.
Dan.
Okay.
I was in there.
Well, you know what? We'll do a 9 hour live now to watch a 7 hour live to show that you're just making that up. You guys are delusional.
I was in there. Okay. Dude, I was in there. I was in the chat. I was watching it happen. They were piling on her. I was in there.
What were they saying? Can you tell me? Give me an example.
No, my heart's not broken.
You were in there. What were they saying?
Me, lovely. What?
You were in there. What were they saying?
Oh, they were saying that she was jealous, that she wasn't invited. They were telling her to shut up. They were telling her to be positive.
No, people weren't telling her to shut up.
Yes, they were.
Okay. I mean, we watched the live. We saw the comments. Most of the people that were telling her, most of the people that were upset with her were the people that were from Dean's fan base, because she called Dean a racist grifter, and then the moment he came up, decided to walk back all of that energy. Those are the people that were getting really upset with her, but nobody told her to shut up. Nobody said anything. There was 2 mean comments in 5 hours. We watched it. That's why we had the 7 hour live, to watch the 5 hour live to prove that you and Alina are lying. And so this, when you guys teamed up with an actual racist doxer named Irish, this was so disgusting and dangerous. And the fact that you reposted it and then come into my live like, oh, we're just totally normal. This is normal. Oh, I'm still cool with Dan.
I never said I was cool with you. Let me ask you something. How did my ex get brought up into the tour?
How did your ex get brought up into the tour?
Well, how? Because he wasn't an original creator that was a part of the tour. So how did he join?
Do you want me to answer? Do you want Dan to answer?
I don't have the answer to that, so you can go ahead. I don't know.
So I figured out about the Unfuck America tour, and I called him and I was like, hey, there's a bunch of creators going, and I was like, did you get invited? And he was like, no. And I was like, I think it'd be a great opportunity for you to
I'm not angry, Rose.
Okay, that's loud as fuck. Damn.
I'm not obsessed with him. He's obsessed with me. He made a video about me.
That is crazy, considering you literally have 3 videos on your account right now about him. That's
From
actually
how
insane.
long ago, Tanner? When's the last time I made a post about him? Except for today when I saw that he was going to make a video about me. It's interesting that you're like, you're like, oh, you're still obsessed with him. You have all those videos about him. He literally posted a video about me today.
Yes, because he wants you to fucking move on and quit. This stalk has been going on for 3 years.
How have I not moved on?
You are still actively in like people's. Didn't you go up on dance lives today?
When have I last made a Facebook or Instagram post about you, dude?
Your Instagram bio, I'm pretty sure about a month or 2 ago, had something about him.
Yeah, because I don't change. Like I changed it like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. But
2 or 3 weeks ago is the last time you've talked about him in life.
But it was in my bio. It's not something that I'm like actively talking about. It was just in my bio, and I never changed it.
To move on. Jesus, dude, get a fucking grip, Daisy. I'm sorry, but like I promise I'm trying not to be mean, but like please move the fuck on.
Also, I totally get why you're cool with stalking, because you were cool with this. This is something I've never shown before. Just so chat knows why I'm so upset with Alina, why I'm saying that her community is currently engaged in a hate campaign against me and also against Erica.
I'm on TikTok talking about it right now. I'm talking about it because he made a video about me.
I did say something in the comments. I was immediately called out, and shit went down in the Discord, and that shit was...
So today, I think, was her 34th live about the Unfuck America tour. This one was from live like 27.
I like, Alina, I don't know how you're okay right now, because this is incredibly stressful, to say the very least.
I haven't been okay a lot, and unfortunately the Discord has heard me like cry inconsolably. Like, I've cried on cam tons of times, especially when I lose Kitten, but this has been very challenging, and it's not just because of me. It's hurt my community, because again, our communities were very intertwined, and a lot of people have, not that because I never asked, and I still haven't asked anyone in my community to pick sides, because I would never do that. But because they were ignored for so long, their concerns were ignored for so long, they ended up picking a side.
This is talking about Erica, by the way, but it'll get to me. Don't worry.
And
I'm just gonna say it. If you follow Dan, if you're a big fan of him, you are gonna choose him over me. You can block me right now. Go ahead, unfollow me, block me. No, I'm not gonna say the other thing, but it starts with an S. In the middle, it's with an M, and the end is with a D. I don't care for you. You can.
I don't know what it is, but I also want to say I'm sorry I forgot you at first, but Sash, a fucking real one. Sash went right into the line.
As a reminder, I had held one 7-hour live discussing this situation, where I watched a 5-hour live that needed to be watched to debunk her lies. They talk about me pretty much every day ever since. I think they've held, I don't know, 10 lives at this point. For anyone that wants to know, you are the company you keep. So we have Alina, one of her friends justifies stalking. Another one of her friends is a racist doxer. I don't know where you want me to keep going with that, but
Michelle and Irene and Choke and all of them, Noodle, they've been fucking holding it down too.
Yeah,
they really have.
Well, I don't know.
One more time, I do want to apologize to you, Alina, for that. I did not know Dan did all that shit. That is insane.
This is a person that I met at the tour, and we hit it off great. We were super cool with each other, and because of the lies that Alina and her people spread, now she hates me.
Especially before the tour, because I was able to meet him and have a few conversations, and he did not strike me as that type of person. But it really just goes to show that like everyone is not who they say they are. Like Dan, dude, if you're watching, man the fuck up, dude. Man, I hate using that phrase, but do it, and like just come and apologize, because you have royally fucked up. That is bullying at its finest. You can't dispute that.
7-hour live. I've asked them once to provide a single clip from the 7-hour live of me bullying. They can't do it. They can't do it.
It's disgusting. It's deplorable. And if I see any one of my mutuals supporting him after this, like, not that they really give a shit, but like, I'm flaming your ass. I'm unfriending you. I'm blocking you, regardless of whether or not we're friends in real life. That's disgusting. Just disgusting.
Right. I just want to say I
Well, I
apologize
think
to
I'm
Alina for
sorry. I think
interrupting you.
TD was. Yeah, I think TD was like.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to interrupt. That's why I went on mute. But I do have to go because I am tired. I only got 3 hours of sleep. Y'all,
Oh my gosh! I know we've been up late. We've been hitting late nights, all of us.
Listen, I got 3 hours of sleep last night because I listen. She pissed me off. If I could breathe fire, my house would have been burned down. That's how mad I was. And I don't even let people online get me angry because there's a difference between irritation and anger. Oh, I was at a 900. It's like a 100. I was at a 900. That, yeah, that had me hot. But Dan, you're a weirdo. Actually, don't apologize to Elena. Just keep your weird ass away from her. Like, do not go near her. You literally look like a creep that I would tell children to keep away from. All tea, all shade. You literally look like one of those creeps that I would tell my younger sisters to run away from. Leave her alone. Stop bullying her. Keep her name out of your mouth. You're a weirdo. You're a weird ass bitch, and you need to get a life and grow the fuck up.
If I had a guest say anything like this about Alina, let alone anyone, I would have kicked them. But we're just nodding along. Yeah, this is fine.
That's
also,
weird.
if you guys ever want to make him crash out, say ew. Like.
If you ever want to make him crash out, say ew. In my 7-hour live, I said 15 times, yes, I'm yelling. This is an unsafe man. Yes, that's what they're going to say, by the way. Dan is unhinged. I've seen it. Oh my God, the Alinas in Parker's Discord. You guys are going to love this. Parker's Discord is filled with Alinas. The 7-hour live, I said 15 times, nobody in my community is going to harass, is going to DM, or is going to report Alina or anyone involved in this. Alina, on the other hand, if you want him to crash out, just say ew. Don't forget Alina supporters saying Erica's crying was performative. Yes, disgusting people. Dan, she doesn't give a shit. I know. And look, but so they made accounts called ew, Dan ew. They made new accounts. Like, these people have genuinely never touched grass in their life. The amount of MAGA supporters that I have bullied and will and I've said bad things about because they've said horrible things, about marginalized groups, and then they'll crash out at me in my DMs and move on. No, not a single. I can't think of a single Trump supporter that is done to me and my community what these allegedly left-wing people have done. These supporters of women in marginalized communities that have attacked Erica to no end. Were angry that a smaller creator was getting a creator from a bigger platform. No, not like that. Dean, raid more black women. Oh, Dan does it? No, not like that. Don't do that. That's performative.
That sets him off, apparently.
Ew. Yeah, ew. Your face is ew. Your attitude is ew. Your entire personality is ew.
The memes are ew.
Women, you need to cover your drink around him. If you meet him in real life, you need to literally cover your drink. And you probably might just need to stay away from him. Or
Dan, because you were mutuals and bashed her for 7 hours with 0 receipts, give me one clip, one timestamp of me bashing her. That's all. Just one. Give me one timestamp. One timestamp. Because all I did was watch the live where people like her and Daisy said she was being attacked by his mods. And so the way to debunk that was we watched the full live with all of the comments. Okay? The full live with all the comments. That's how we debunk that. Because if we all watch a clip, they'll be like, well, you didn't see the whole thing. We watched all of it. Saw 2 mean comments in 5 hours. 2 mean comments in 5 hours. That's how we debunked it. Does anyone have the... I think I pinned it. Hold on. Brandolini's Law. Has anyone seen Brandolini's Law? It takes 2 seconds to lie. It takes hours to debunk. I'm sorry that she lied so much that I needed to take 7 hours. I apologize. But if you think I did something wrong then you aren't helping the accusations. I don't care. I have been through so much. Ask my girlfriend. Ask Erica. I have been through so much because of these people. Okay, I had one live, debunking lies she told about me and my community, and I haven't been able to get them out of my fucking videos, out of my lives ever since. I'm gonna be mad. I'm sorry. Anyway, we're gonna keep
if you go near him, wear a hazmat suit. Don't catch his infections. He looks dirty.
That's giving anti-immigrant, by the way. He looks dirty.
Let me stop because
Oh my gosh.
I'm about to go. Listen, I'm about to go in on him. Let me stop. Actually, no. I'm gonna say this one thing and then I'll stop. He literally looks like he lives in a house infested with roaches. That is.
Also, for the people that said they didn't see receipts, here's one of the easiest receipts. I could pull it up again for you. She said that she had been harassed by my community, and then I pulled up a receipt of her on her own live saying that she received 0 DMs after going on my live. She made it up. She's a liar. Okay?
That's gross.
On that note, thank you so much for joining.
On that note,
welcome.
No pushback at all. On that note, ha ha ha, he's dirty. He looks like he's infested with roaches. Sweet. Daisy Bio says ew. I know Daisy Bio says ew. Lena didn't say anything. When I said 15 times in 7 hours, nobody harassed Alina. Nobody DM Alina. Nobody report Alina. 15 times. And what's going to be used against me, by the way, this is not going to end it. Because now they're going to say, did you guys see how unhinged Dan was on his live? Excuse me. I get now why you guys think that. Because you guys don't think stalking is a big deal. Because you're big friends with Daisy. You don't think stalking is a big deal. So why would harassing me and Erica, why would that matter? Why would Dan crash out about that? I have the right to crash out. It's my live. Fuck off. Okay? Keep saying ew all you want. But the truth is coming out. And people are watching it. Anyone that's, oh my god, the problem is, the worst part is people that claim they've been watching me for, I've been watching you, I was a big fan, but after what you did to Alina, I'm like, you're obviously not a big fan. Because if you were a big fan, you'd know that I don't do anything without receipts.
I hope you get some rest.
Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Kiki.
Flabbergasted, man, for the group of people that advocate against bullying and against, like misogyny and against all of these other things, to go ahead and just like blatantly do it is like blowing my fucking mind right now. I don't know how y'all aren't like, not because.
Oh, and for those that don't know, Erica was crying on Alina's live either last night or 2 nights ago, and Daisy in chat said those tears are fake. Like, this is performative. And Covey had to come in and call her out on that bullshit.
I'd be crashing the fuck out. I'd be crashing out. I'd be crashing the fuck out. I'd be making memes back. See, I can't say all the things I do on TikTok. But holy crap.
Oh, wait, Daisy said that's not true. I have the screenshot, Daisy. Hold on. Everyone pause. 751 of you are going to wait because I took the screenshot. Hang on. Is it in my chat? I have the screenshot, Daisy. I have it.
China.
Thank you, Ashlyn. Sorry, everybody. I need to get this because, she just lied in real time. She's here. She's on my live sitting next to Marco Rubio, and she just lied. So I'm going to pull up the screenshot. 1 second. Can someone tell me where I found the media tab on Discord? I'm 34 years old. She knows she's lying. She's wasting her time. You might actually be right.
Daisy, if you want to you can unmute. It's not, you don't have to.
Oh, thanks, Tanner.
What? Okay. Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you want to just admit that that's what you said, or can I pull it up?
I honestly don't remember it. I don't remember saying that.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mean to be patronizing to Tanner. I legit didn't realize that I could unmute myself. I don't lie. I'm not BSing, John. I have a good job. I have a great job. How do you think I was able to financially support John for 9 months? And my job believes me because John and his mom tried to get me fired. And my job was like, John wouldn't pay his dog's vet bill. I had to pay them. And he told me that he was going to get all his followers to write negative reviews for my job. Wait a minute. What did you say? They made you take the invoice back. They didn't believe you. No, so the reason Pickles had an invoice at my job was because you don't take care of her. I told you there was something wrong with her. You didn't believe me. I told you she wasn't acting right. You didn't believe me. So I took it upon myself to take her to work because I knew something was wrong with her. And sure enough, she had back pain. And I took her in under my name. And yeah, I took on the financial responsibility of paying for her veterinary bill. My work was kind enough to let me do payment plans because I'm an employee, and they applied my employee discount again because I claimed her as mine. So when you broke up with me, I told you, hey, you need to pay the rest of Pickles' invoice. I'm not going to pay it. And you agreed to it. And then when they finally reached out to you to start paying it, you refused to. And then you threatened to leave bad reviews for my job. Your mom threatened to get me fired. Your mom threatened to call ICE on my parents, all because you didn't want to pay your dog's veterinary bill. Your dog. Yeah, she has back pains. Dogs get back pain. She's an old dog. She's like 12 years old. I don't care if you don't believe me.
Okay. I got it. 1 second.
I have moved on. He's the one who posted a video about me tonight.
Once again, what about the past 4 to 5 months? The videos, the Instagram bios.
Tanner, once again, when is the last time I updated my bio? When is the last time I posted a video?
Didn't you just say 2 to 3 weeks ago you just got rid of the
I
Instagram
changed
bio?
it because I don't
2 to 3 weeks
take
ago.
it upon
It's taking
myself
you
to
that
change my
long.
bio every day.
Okay,
It's
so
taking you that fucking long.
here we go. I'm going to zoom in a second.
Oh, let me mute myself. Oh, wait, no, this is about me.
Yeah. So, one of the guests was telling a very emotional thing to Erica. Erica was crying, and you said, "She don't care, Mama," referring to the guest that was telling that story.
Yeah.
You claimed she didn't care. She was crying in real time.
You can't tell that. I didn't know she was crying until she put the camera on herself.
Oh, no. I have the video. Hold on. So the timestamp in the screenshot is 7:17. I got the video. I have the screen recording.
You're in here.
We'll just do that too. If you really want to walk yourself through this lie, that's fine. We'll do that too.
Okay.
She was audibly crying. I will pull up the whole video.
At that point, I was listening to Irene's mom.
Okay.
You couldn't even hear.
Oh yeah. So everyone else knew that she was crying, but you didn't know. Okay, I got it. Yeah. So this is what's gonna happen. I'm no longer gonna tolerate anyone talking shit about Erica. I'm no longer gonna tolerate anyone talking shit about me.
I'm not talking shit about Erica. I'm not even talking shit about you.
Yeah. No. I'm saying in this live, you were talking shit about Erica.
I wasn't talking shit about Erica.
Okay, we're 7 hour live. We're just gonna watch the live. We could just watch it.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna waste my time with this, okay?
No.
But because you're not gonna watch it anyway. You didn't watch my 7-hour live, but you still put ew in your bio. So it's very clear.
Mm-hmm.
It's very clear to me.
Yes.
That you're a liar. You lie more than you breathe. It's just so clear. You lied earlier about things that were said in my live.
It's so funny that you say that because I'm also telling you that my ex is a liar. And you're not calling him out on that.
Well, your ex isn't friends with a stalker to make you feel bad, right?
Wait, what?
Your ex did not find your stalker and befriend them to make you to upset you.
Well, thankfully, I don't have a stalker.
Yeah, thankfully for you. That's so nice. That's so nice for you.
You're calling me a liar, but you don't hold him accountable for all his lies.
Oh, listen. If you want to call him out on any of his lies, hold him accountable. But there's not a single lie. There's not a single lie he could have told to justify stalking and to justify you becoming friends with a stalker.
Obama. Hold on. I said earlier, I don't know if Daisy was here, but I told Dan earlier that I was a mediator first.
No, I heard you. Yeah, I was here.
I did not pick sides.
And you said that you were going to stay neutral.
Please let me talk. I've not interrupted you once. I've not interrupted you once. Please let me talk. I'm sorry, but please. I told Dan, and I told John, and I told you that I'm a mediator, that I am not going to pick sides, that I'm going to be here for both of you. So that's what I was doing until you became friends with her. And I fucking made it clear that I thought that was weird. And so I backed out of it because I'm not going to be friends with you if you're going to become friends with her, who is a literal fucking criminal. She's an actual criminal. She's been to jail, and she's a stalker. I was a mediator for both of you. I didn't even tell John that I was still texting you. I was a mediator.
No, Tanner is not Pickles. Tanner is like one of his main admins and friends.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What did
I'm not Pickles. I wish I was 6'5" though. I'm sorry.
Really quick.
No, Tanner isn't Pickles. I can attest to the fact that Tanner isn't Pickles because Tanner and I were cool.
And so what? Until you became friends with her.
Until I became friends with her.
Last stalker.
A criminal. Yeah, like I said, Tanner, I've gotten to know her. I know all about those charges. And I know that they were dropped. So you keep calling her a criminal. She's not a criminal.
Wait, stalking's not a crime?
He's referring to the fact that she went to jail and like the charges that that John posted in that video that he posted tonight.
Okay, and what about do you think that she committed a crime when she stalked John?
Yes,
Okay, so she's a criminal.
Answered.
So she's a criminal. I don't know why you're defending her. So, really quick.
Yes, I am okay. I'm great. Thank you.
Really quick, I'm just going to finish this video really quick just for context for everybody because it's the only time I've played it on live.
And it's specifically also leftist men. The amount of times that I've been disappointed by like a quote unquote progressive man on this app is actually incredible. So I have a theory now, so hear me out.
Yeah.
It's genuinely only like the progressive men that are severely focused on social policy, not mega hyper immersed into Trump, and not talking shit about economics all the time, and not do the lip shit. Or are those that hold all the progressive values but aren't overly political?
So just really quick, I want to address something. I don't know anything about the Mac Bobby G situation. I have no reason to believe that that Mac's lying about that or anything like that. I do not know though. So for anyone that's saying one way or another, just because Daisy's a liar and Alina's a liar doesn't mean that that Bobby's not a liar or that Mac is not correct. I just don't know about that.
Pickles is a liar. Pickles is a liar.
Yeah, I'm just letting you guys know. I don't know anything about that, and so I can't comment on that. Just because I'm exposing Daisy and Alina for being liars does not mean that I'm shedding any doubt on Mac or anything like that. I do not
Daisy,
know
I mean this in the nicest way possible. You sound so much different from when I first met you 5 to 6 months ago.
Yeah, because I don't have this freaking man dragging me down anymore, Tanner.
No, you sound fucking insane, Daisy. You actually sound insane.
Oh, yay. Another white man calling a woman insane. Awesome.
That's okay. Here we fucking Here we go.
I'm not, Jafer, I will gladly shut up, but he made a video about me. Like,
Cool.
Yeah.
So keep men out of politics is what I'm hearing, smelling,
like,
suggesting.
Expect?
But yeah, that's it. And I think
just say keep men out.
Yeah, I think it's because there's like two theories that I have about leftist men or progressive men. Number one, they do it based on their egos. Like they just want the flowers. They want access to women in a positive or flat.
So I don't know if anyone was paying attention to the chat as well. It was absolutely disgusting towards me. Melina doesn't care about anything like that. Anyway, sorry. Let's go back to you justifying stalking and you becoming friends with the stalker to hurt John. Go ahead. Floor is yours.
I mean, y'all aren't going to believe me, but I'm not friends with a stalker to hurt John. And you're not going to believe that, and that's okay. That's fine. But that's the truth. That's the end. That's all I can say. But I will tell you that his video that he posted is full of a lot of lies. I never tried to steal his dog.
Wait, so what about the screenshot that he showed?
What was the screenshot that I told him that I was going to steal the dog?
Did you read it?
No, because I know it wasn't me.
Okay. Well, you lied about what you said about Erica. You lied about what you said about me.
I didn't say that.
You lied. So there's 3 lies. So just since you've been on my live, I've caught you in 3 lies. I don't believe you as far as I can throw you. So I think we're done here. You could go on someone else's live. You can go on your own live and talk about it. That's fine. If you want to, I imagine that what this is going to lead to is because the Alinists are going to support their stalkers and are going to support their people that hate women, people that don't support black female creators because they are not acquiescing to their demands. You guys are going to keep supporting each other in your cult with zero accountability. That's fine. So I'm going to keep getting hate. That's fine too, because I'm going to speak up. I'm going to speak up about what's happening to my friends. And that includes Erica. That includes Pickles. That includes my community.
Oh,
and
now you're friends with Pickles. Cute. That's adorable. Didn't he block you?
Yeah. You know what? He did block me, and he blocked me because I was lied about, and he came to me and apologized. Because when he found out
you were lied about.
Yeah. Because when he found out that he was lied to, he apologized for not coming to me first. He owned up to it.
I have never denied that I don't have ill in my bio. I never denied that. Like, okay, tell me something I don't know.
Yeah, no, you denied that you weren't a part of this campaign to harass me. You denied that. You shared the same video.
Hateful. You called me hateful, and I was like, I'm not hateful. Dan. Like, you're spinning things.
All right, you know what? We're gonna watch the video. We're gonna watch the video that you shared 7 times. We're gonna watch the video that you shared 7 times.
I'm not saying I didn't share it. I'm not saying that. You don't have to watch it. Like, I'm not saying that I didn't share it.
So if you share a hit piece about 2 people, myself and Erica, if you share a hit piece 7 times,
well, that makes me hateful.
Yes, towards me and Erica at least, right? Yes. Okay. I'm glad we agree. I hope you have the life you deserve. Holy shit. And you made a 7-hour live about Alina? JC, did you watch the 7-hour live about Alina? No, you didn't. Because in your mind, no justification could be... If I made a 7-hour live about Candace Owens, would you still say it was a problem? Candace Owens lies a lot. Would that be a problem? If I made a 7-hour live about Carolyn Levitt, would that be a problem? She lies a lot. No, it's because it's Alina. It's your cult leader. That's why you're upset. Alina lied. She got called out. She'll never take accountability for anything. And so she turned her goons, which is their literal subname, she turned their goons towards me and towards Erica. Y'all are bad people, okay? This is me crashing out. This is toxic masculinity. This is what they're going to say. It's toxic masculinity. Dan is a misogynist because he held a 7-hour live about a woman. That's what I was getting this whole time. And meanwhile, the women in my community are like, how is this possible? How are they calling Dan a misogynist? This is like the most unproblematic person on this platform. And that's why I don't care about because I know the Alinas never watched me. They don't know anything about me. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming.
And I need to say really quick. I didn't want to be dragged into any of this. John's in the box.
Oh, let me bring him up in a second. Hold on.
Nope, never mind. Somebody's got him. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to come up, and I don't want to just stick up for somebody I'm in a parasocial relationship with. But dude, it's gone on for way too fucking long. And all I ask is please like after this. Like, do not. I don't want to be involved in any of this shit, guys. I'm the same with Pickles. I don't like drama. I really don't. All right, I'm 20 years old. All right, and I live with my mom. All right, my mom's my best friend. Okay, just leave me the fuck alone, please. All right, I don't want to be involved in this shit.
No, I feel you. Well, Tanner, you don't have to worry because we're going to be going back to our regularly scheduled programming, everybody. Tomorrow is going to be Alina's 35th live about the Unfuck America tour. Make sure to bring your sub money so that you can get into her Discord. Make sure to bring your $200 because she has a live goal of $200 every day. But don't worry, I'm the grifter. Don't worry, Dean's the grifter. Sorry. Hey, Pickles.
Dan, I love you so much. Thank you so much for doing this stream. I had no idea you were going to do the stream.
I wasn't planning on it. I wasn't planning on doing it. I was just gonna watch your video and then end it. But Daisy decided to come up and tell a bunch of lies. So
yeah, I don't know how the fuck we got to this point. I'm gonna be honest,
but so one takeaway I got from this is that someone can do something to deserve to be stalked, and that everybody that is still friends with Daisy is an enabler of that, and that apparently there's lies that can be dissected from the video I made. So I would love to see a good response from that, but I didn't really hear her name any of them. So as far as I can tell, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't look really good. Doesn't look really good on their part. But yeah, I want to move on. Normally scheduled program tomorrow, but yeah, this needed to be done. And I've been stewing on this quietly for 5 months. So for anybody to call me obsessed about this is wild. Nobody knew this was going on besides me.
yeah, the moment you told me that she was like modding your stalker, that really pissed me off. And I knew that like I wouldn't be able to keep my cool. But then, oh my god, when someone told me that she had shared the video that has caused Erica and I to get harassed for over a week now 7 times, I was like, oh good, now I don't even have an excuse to believe her. Like this is a liar. This is the bold-faced liar. Fuck, man. Thank you. Thank you for
thanks, Obama.
Thank you for being here, and just thank you for being strong. Because I don't know, I've gone through 100th of what you've gone through, and I'm fucking losing it. So I can only imagine what you've gone through.
Really quickly, hold on, really quickly. Somebody said to Pickles, you should grow up and take accountability for your own addiction, dude. That is so fucked up. You have no idea how fucked that up it is. This is a grown-ass man who had mental health problems, who had problems with a stalker, who had a problem with an addiction, and he's over it. And go ahead, John.
Yeah, that's a horrible take too, because I didn't blame anybody for what happened. I said that I turned to addiction, and that was my choice. That was me maladapting to life, and that's how I acknowledged it. I didn't blame any one person. That's horrible, but that was something that I was going through that led to it. Yeah.
Okay. Did you? Sorry, I'm actually worked up. So I don't know if you guys want to say anything else to.
Yeah, I don't know. It's still wild. It's still wild that she has any friends after this. As somebody, a group of people that are usually the victim of stalking, you should take this seriously. Like if it were the other way around, if I became friends with somebody who was stalking her, would I still have a social media account to speak to?
I wouldn't follow you. No offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty fucking wild. And to minimize it, somebody in chat said, did she get convicted? Dude, the receipts are there. I have thousands of phone numbers that I've had to block. This has been a real thing. I have serious, like real trauma from this. I have voicemails from this, insane voicemails and emails, unsolicited nudes, you name it, everything. And it's as bad. This person flew to Dallas from another state and followed me around for 3 days at a convention once. This is real. This is very real. No one needs to be convicted of it. You guys should know how hard this is to have the cops respond to, especially being a guy.
Dude, and she even fucking made a post about me. Like, do you remember that when we were switching from the gaming community into the political community, and she posted a picture of a Kiwi?
Yeah, wow.
Like, fucking insane. I completely forgot about that, but I just remember that like a few days ago that like she made a post about me. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I don't get it, man.
Who modded the stalker? Daisy modded the stalker.
Yeah,
Daisy modded the
Daisy-
stalker and befriended the stalker. And she claims it's because she forgives her and wants to forgive herself, but it's very, very, very clearly to hurt Pickles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I'm
guys,
also.
it's Pickles' girlfriend.
Hi.
I also just want to thank you both because it's so hard to be going through something like this. No one really knows, and John stays so chill and so cool about everything. It's very stressful. Like it's been very anxiety inducing. So means a lot for both of you to support him. It's just been a lot. And I've known about this for years. I've known the stress and the anxiety and the paranoia, and she's reached out to me. And it's just actually unreal that anybody could support this, especially someone that claimed to have loved him. And I just have to thank you guys because it means a lot.
Thanks, Obama.
There's a weird timing of the thanks Obama, but thank you, Phil. And yeah, I mean this is like the bare minimum is to defend somebody who's being stalked and having the stalker weaponized against them. Like this is nothing. So like I appreciate it, but anytime. I hope this doesn't have to happen again.
Yeah, I will always stick by John unless something gives me the reason to not do it, because when I first met him, I mean technically I was just a viewer. I met him through a video game, and I remember asking like, "Can I play video games with you?" He's like, "Fuck, I guess." And like ever since then, this dude has been so fucking nice to me. He's been so nice to me, brought me everywhere with him, asked me to come along with him to the political discourse, asked him to mod and admin and shit. He's never ever forgot about me. He's brought me to everywhere.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
And yeah, I mean, somebody said I was a groupie. Fuck you.
No, dude, Tanner, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for the support this whole time. It means a lot, man.
Yeah.
And thank you everybody in the chat who's saying W Pickles, W Dan. Thank you for everybody who's on the right side of this. Thank you.
And I want Pickles touched on this a little bit in his video. I want to clarify this. Situations like this are super difficult to talk about because for several reasons. But the reason I want to talk about is believe all women is still the move. Okay. More often than not, the woman is in the right in terms of telling a story about victimization. So it makes it so difficult to speak on this in a way where we still want to believe all women, but fuck, man, in some cases, a woman could be lying, like in this case, Daisy. John touched on it greatly in the video, and I also want to call on that. We still believe all women here in this community. I think that goes the same for Pickles' community. It's just once it's clear that someone's lying and victimizing the other person, it's too much. Something's got to break. Something's got to give, rather. I think the more accurate lesson is trust the victim. Yeah, it's just the victim usually is the woman, and I don't want situations like this to make people like no longer believe that. You know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to say. Oof, I need something to calm me down.
Dude, well, I'm gonna say thank you one more time. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody in chat. I love you guys. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna try to get some sleep.
Pickles, join our Discord. We're collecting the Infinity Stones.
Yeah. I'm in.
Right,
I'm in. Send me another invite.
Okay.
All right, smoochies. I love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Yeah, this is rough.
Tanner, any final words?
Fuck, man.
Can you get a Trump impression out just to lighten the mood?
Is that all you want me up here for, huh? Man, it's been real and it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. That's the moral of the story today, guys. Yeah. I guess. Fuck it. I'm out of here.
Thanks, Obama.
Right, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And Phil, thank you for gifting subs to everyone tangentially related. I wanted to say one last thing really quick because something really, really, really bothered me earlier today in Alina's live. And since I'm already going to get all of the ire of the Alinists anyway, may as well call it out. Earlier today in Alina's live, her community was telling a woman who had been victimized that if she were really uncomfortable with someone using that woman's story in their content, then she shouldn't be able to tell her story on her own TikTok. And that
Thanks, Obama.
drove me crazy. My stomach turned. For anyone that watched that live, I have it recorded. Okay, there's a woman told her story about victimization on her TikTok months ago. And then another content creator decided to use that story. And when she asked nicely, please, I don't want you to use that story. That person and Alina's community said, well, if it bothers you so much, why is it on your own TikTok? Absolutely disgusting behavior. If the woman in question ever wants to come up and can you show now that it's on recorded VOD? I don't want to like re-victimize the person. So I would have to approach her first. But I think if you saw this and you were on the side of Alina and her community here, then I'm like actually really cool with all of them unfollowing me for the rest of time. So yeah, if that person ever wants to come up and tell their story on my platform, they're always welcome. If that person wants me to just show the VOD and show what they did to her, T-Rap, that's the content creator that used the story. Yes, that's correct. So anyway, my stomach is actually turning just thinking about it. For anyone that was in my Discord, we were watching it live and couldn't believe it. So I just wanted it out there officially because obviously they're going to be talking about this forever. There's probably going to be an Irish live hosted about me. I just, fortunately for Alina, because she was running out, she was running out of content to grift off of. She's on night 34 talking about the Unfuck America tour. I just gave her content for another 2 weeks. She gets to talk about Dan, Alina, you're welcome. You're welcome. You get to grift another $200 every day. But Kenzie, advocate for women though. If you watch the live in Alina's, I don't know that you would agree entirely. I unfollowed Kenzie. I did follow Kenzie. I unfollowed her. So yeah. So I guess, good for Alina that she gets to talk about this for another 2 weeks. Because I don't know. Earlier today, we were talking about India and Pakistan and possible nuclear tension there. But, just keep talking about the Unfuck America tour and Dean Withers and how racist he is, right? Just keep doing that, Alina. All right, chat. Question before you go, what happened with Dean? That's for Dean to talk about. We're not getting into that. Anyone that's been holding daily lives for a month about this has major issues. Yeah, so I get called out for holding one 7-hour live. She's held, 20 lives about Dean. Holding 20 lives about like a 20-year-old is kind of weird if you ask me, but what's going on with Mr. Jones? Bro, that's a whole other situation. It hasn't been a month since the but she held like 2 weeks of lives before the tour as well. Okay, so I look forward to the Alina Irish co-host live, trashing Dan. Listen, honestly, if you guys can do me a favor and just trash me, leave my community, and leave Erica out of it. Just trash me. I'll take it, okay? Oh, and please never say a fucking word about my girlfriend again. All right? You can trash me, leave Mac out of it, leave my community out of it, and leave Erica out of it. Thank you. Oh, and Tanner, I guess. So are we dropping Dean? No, I don't have any problem with Dean. They talked about Mac. Yeah, they said I don't know how he could do that live with his girlfriend in the room like that. And then someone else said, well, she's probably not going to be his girlfriend for long. And someone else said she probably also hates women. Talking about Mac. You know how fucked it is to bring someone's girlfriend in this situation? Has Dan seen Peyton's video? Yeah, I'll just speak on that really quickly, I guess, because fuck it, we drama it out. I have no idea why I'm on Peyton's list of unfollow people. He didn't include any receipts. He just said this is a list of miscellaneous pieces of shit. I have no idea why. I reached out to him to ask why. He didn't respond. Wait, whose girlfriend? What happened? My girlfriend's name is Mac. Alina and her Alinas talk shit about Mac. But people bring someone's child into it, and that's okay. DG, somebody yesterday asked for screenshots of what you guys were talking about 4 times, and you never sent it. So go ahead, man. Just I don't even care anymore. Dan, have you watched Hunter x Hunter? It's on the watch list. It's a different Mac. It is a different Mac. I know it's confusing because there's a Mac related to Bobby and Irish and all that. That's a different Mac. Dan, Santana, Pickles are legit. Yeah. Where's Parker been? Parker's been taking a step away due to mental health. Where'd the straw hat flag go? I took it down for the video I posted earlier today, but I'll put it back up tomorrow. I will say, oh, Emmanuel, just it's a lot. You're better off just scrolling through the Discord, but it's bad. No. Yeah, no. My Mac is 30. Fuck, 32. It's 30, 31 or 32, something like that. Mac, are you still here? Dan, I tried joining the Discord and never got in. I've been so backed up on the Matt, how old are you? 31 or 32? You're 32, right? Don't say woman's age. Oh, I fucked up twice. Bet Outlook, Erica the goat. So ain't no one trying to be disrespectful. Yeah, I mean, I think it's very age appropriate, Mac. I think it's very clear that if you're on the side of the person that's shit talking Erica Shante, the person that's friends with somebody justifying stalking, the person that was victim blaming somebody for telling her own story on her own platform, I think you know which side is in the right here. All of this because a tour to educate MAGA. Some people shouldn't have a platform. Hell Hogan is such a Hell Hogan's a good troll. Poor girlfriend. Erica's awesome. Why bother her? Dark Lord Raid. Liam Raid. Okay, y'all. I would end the live, but I'm genuinely having like heart palpitations. I need to relax a little bit because I've been stewing on this for like weeks now, and the Peyton video somewhat like reignited it a little bit. I'm gonna give it a bit of credit to Peyton. At the very least, he told his community not to like attack the people in the video. Something Alina would never do. She literally, we just watched it in 4K. Her telling her people to harass my community. But yeah, and my poor girlfriend, all she wants is to spend time with Dan. And all Dan's doing is following the drama. So are you cool? I don't know who Bobby G is, and I also don't know anything about Bobby G and Mac's story. So the other Mac. So I am definitely not gonna speak on that. Maybe I'll look into it so I can say who's in the right or who's in the wrong, but I kind of just want to stay out of it. You know, I don't know who Bobby G is. I only heard about him because of the Irish live about him. But he could be in the right, he could be in the wrong. I have no idea. I have no reason to believe that the other Mac is lying, though. I just don't know anything about that situation. Liam, you said you wanted to open Pokemon packs? Yeah, I'm down. I feel like Bobby's story is 10 layers deep. Wait, Santana, I do not love. Well, you know what? This is probably karma because, like, I used to say, did you see Hannah Z's lives today? I saw her on Alina's live. I didn't see her live. No. I used to say, like, I love other people's drama, but not my drama. So maybe this is karma for that. But yeah, everyone follow Santana's new account. I miss when you didn't have to deal with this, Dan. I do too. Y'all know this is facts. Fucking Ashley. I feel like this is like drama number 6 or 7. And I don't know how this keeps happening. After Alina's live, I'd be triggered too. No, that last live, and that live, it wasn't even about me. But just seeing what they put that poor person through. Oh my God. Daisy is live now. I mean, we can. I'm actually not gonna bother watching or listening. There's nothing. I don't care anymore. I'm so done. If anyone, here's the best part. If anyone just believes things without receipts, bro. We talked about the Selena lore the other day. The Selena lore is that's a good one. If anyone believes shit about me without receipts, then I'm glad that they're not following me because they're not the type of person. Y'all know what my content is. My content is I have receipts for all the bullshit Trump says and all the bullshit Trump does. In all of my debates, I debunk shit with receipts. So those are clearly not people that I want following anyway. So if she wants to talk shit about me because I exposed her for what she's been doing to Pickles, then that's fine. If Alina wants to talk shit about me because I exposed her for lying, then that's fine. I just don't care anymore. Then maybe Peyton will get back to me and tell me why I'm on the whiteboard with hear me out on this. Who is defending Z? The whiteboard included the 4 miscellaneous pieces of shit. Daisy didn't bring her Cash App or Venmo receipts. The 4 miscellaneous pieces of shit were me, Johnny, Hannah, and hear me out on this. Hear me out on this is a Z defender. How are me and Hannah and Johnny on that same list? What did Alina supposedly lie about? Just watch the 7-hour live. And if you don't want to watch it, I understand. Just all I can tell you is that I'm done talking about this. But if you want to believe the person who weaponized her community to go after Erica, weaponized her community to go after me, is good friends with a doxer, is good friends with a person who justifies stalking, and was victim blaming just today on her live, then you can just believe it. But I'm done talking about it. So if you want to watch 7-hour live, it's on my YouTube. It's titled A Bit of Drama. And you can watch it. All my lives are recorded. This one isn't because I ended the YouTube live. But all my other lives are recorded on YouTube. I don't delete anything. Okay? Because I have nothing to hide. Okay. No one is good friends with Irish. Well, I mean, you're friends enough to hang out with him. You're friends enough to panel with him. Do not trust Bobby G. I don't know Bobby G. Y'all don't have to tell me about Bobby G because I don't know who he is. Are any on the frequent guests on Alina's live even part of the tour? Hell no. You got to be relevant to go on the tour. Why did they go after Erica? I don't want to tell Erica's story for her. But it wasn't a good reason. I'll put it that way. Wait, Rose, why'd you say Dan with 3 exclamation points? What did I do? How can you hate on the club? You can't even get in. Bro, Dan, they gonna use you calling her irrelevant against you? I mean, I don't care. I'm so done. I'm so done. Like me and my community have been harassed about this for 2 weeks, and I get upset, and now I'm gonna be blamed. I don't care. I don't care. Those aren't the followers I want anymore. Don't tell lies about me. I won't tell truths about you. Thank you, Blurred. I appreciate that. Do you like Death Note? I like the first half of it. Or like the first 2/3, something like that. You know what I'm talking about. Wait. I gotta check Discord chat. We know you were watching, Alina. Y'all don't even know. Oh my god. Okay, so so Alina has like a mole or two in our Discord, and we had to private. So we had channels called Vent Sesh, like for people to vent, Spoonies for people with chronic illness, and Show and Tell. We had to private those channels because they were constantly watching our Discord, and people didn't feel safe. Why can't I get in the Discord? I've tried 5 times. Okay, so you have to open a ticket, and then you have to post a screenshot of your TikTok, and then you have to read the rules and accept, and then put your year of birth. Dan's normal volume is yelling. True! Since it's not recorded, can you give us a summary? Wait, since what's not recorded? A summary of what? The link doesn't take me there for some reason. I'll try again. Oh, okay. Open it in browser. Press the little 3 dots and open it in browser. Yeah, Santana, you can. Dan is taller than Pickles. True or false? Extremely false.
Thanks, Obama.
Thank you, Phil. The memes will be legendary. Chat, we're collecting the Infinity Stones in the Discord. We're gonna have Pickles, Santana. We already have Erica in there. I've been gone for a few weeks and so much has happened. Ashley, you don't know the half of it. Oh my god. We should elect Chris Rock. He would be a great president. Bernie Mac for VP. R.I.P. Bernie Mac. Johnny is still in here. Johnny is still in the Discord, but he said he deleted Discord, so Erica and Santana beef in Discord will be legendary. Wait a minute, there's a Discord? Yeah, it's in my bio. Me too, Max. Dan, I can't pay this month. Do I still have Discord access? Yes, KP. Unlike other creators on this app, our Discord is free to join.